Presentations. After that, to show that one thing happens next, following another. I'm going to start by showing a short film. After that, we'll talk about what we watched. Audience. A group of people who are listening to or watching a presentation, speech, or other type of performance. You should always try to know what your audience expects before you make a presentation. Conclusion. The final part of a presentation, meeting, or report. Always include some type of conclusion so the people are left with a clear idea of the main points. Finally, to introduce the last point or idea. Finally, we come to the last point I'd like to discuss today, the Christmas party. Firstly, to refer to the first point or idea. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. Handouts. Printed or digital documents given to an audience during or after a presentation, meeting, or training session. If you give people handouts with more detail, it could be a great tool to help them understand. Introduction. The beginning part of a presentation, meeting, email, or report, where the speaker or writer welcomes the audience or reader and states the topic and overview. He gave a very good introduction, which made everyone interested from the start. Main points. The most important ideas or messages in a presentation, meeting, or report. He explained the main points of his presentation very well, and they were easily understood. Move on. To stop talking about one topic and start talking about the next one. Okay, shall we move on to the next item on the agenda? Opening. The very beginning of a presentation, speech, or meeting. The opening of Steve Jobs' presentations were always very entertaining. Overview. A brief description of the main parts of something, such as a presentation, project, or report, often at the beginning. He gave a clear overview of what he was going to talk about, which was very useful. Projector. A machine that shows pictures or videos on a screen or wall. The teacher used a projector to show the lesson on the screen. Questions and answers. Q&A. The part of a presentation, meeting, or event where the audience asks questions and then the speaker answers them. We'll have a questions and answers session at the end of the presentation to deal with any doubts. Run out of. To use up or finish a supply of something before you expect to. I'm afraid we've run out of time and we'll have to end here. Slides. Individual pages or screens in a digital presentation. Keep the content of your slides short and simple so people don't have to read too much. Summary. A short explanation that highlights the main points or important ideas of a longer text, presentation, or report. A summary at the end is a great way of leaving people with a clear idea of the main points. Sum up. To briefly describe or summarize the main points of something. Chloe will sum up the main ideas of the meeting at the end. Timing. Planning and control of how long each part of a presentation, meeting, or task takes. Be careful about your timing. You don't want to finish too soon or not have enough time. Topic. The subject or main idea that you talk or write about in a presentation, meeting, report, or discussion. I wasn't very interested in the topic of the presentation, but the speaker was excellent. Visuals. Images, charts, graphs, videos, or any visual materials used during a presentation or report. Visuals are a great way of helping to get your message across during a presentation.